There's a ground ball up the left side. Pass, rolling. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's a throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, and a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome in to the Hillsboro-Central Valley baseball complex for our action today. It is the Irie Insurance pregame show as we bring you action today. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Ada-Borup-West to wrap up the regular season of baseball. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show and the Bitker Inc. pregame show on yourliveevent.com and on KRJB Radio 106.5 FM, rjbroadcasting.com, and on the of course, RJ Radio app. We bring you the action today of high school baseball, and we get ready for this one. Between the boroughs of Hillsboro-Central Valley, 5-11, and Ada-Borup-West, 10-3. The action is yours today on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Our Bitker Inc. pregame show and the Irie Insurance pregame show will get you ready. We'll get you caught up with the coaches and preview the matchup. Get ready for our first pitch, which is at 4:30 coming up here this afternoon. Ada-Borup-West visiting Hillsboro-Central Valley on yourliveevent.com. and on KRJB 106.5 FM.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Back here on the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com, KRJB, and of course the R&J Radio app and rjbroadcasting.com. I'm Kevin Kochman with the action today. Irie Insurance pregame show along with the Bitker Inc. pregame show here today. Let's get into our pregame coaches' comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. Also brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our future as Dakota Heritage Bank, locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. And also thanks to River's Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead with pregame conversations. Let's get into the chat and our pregame show here today as we get into conversations prior to this one with the Ada-Borup-West and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Ben Strand, head coach Hillsboro-Central Valley, joins us here today. Coach, an opportunity. I know you wrapped up region play yesterday, and today you've got a good team from across the board that's playing pretty good ball. Neat opportunity to have this one on the schedule. It's for both teams a pretty good playoff primer.
Yeah, that's right. We played them mostly every year, and they've been good and young, and now they've been returning people, and now I think they're a pretty solid team from what I've seen in the results. So it's good for us to just continue to see good teams. We've seen good teams all year. And this is just another chance for us to go compete against a good team.
And a good chance. Got a home game today, home game Thursday, weather permitting, right? Everything's always weather permitting, but another chance to show off in front of the home crowd before the region tournament, which 3 seed, that's a good spot to be.
Yeah, we like where we're at. Obviously, you'd want to be the 1 or the 2, but we feel like we can compete with everyone. We lost by 1 to the 1 seed. We lost by 2 to the 2 seed. Everybody below us we beat, so we feel like we're at a good spot, and then we can compete with anybody. And it's just a matter of matching our pitchers with different guys and getting our bats hot. So we're hoping that can start today again.
There you go, an opportunity today, like say, get better, go out there and play some ball. And you've been able to get a good chunk of games in this season.
Yeah, last year we ended with 18 total, or 19 total, and on Thursday we'll have, I believe, 18 in. So before regionals. So right. We're ahead of last year. Even with having just a game a week for 2 weeks in the middle there because of rain. So, we're happy with that. We're happy with the opportunities we've gotten for some of the younger guys. Some of the guys returning starters, but still sophomores, so it's good to get them a lot of opportunities and let them grow and get more confident.
And getting in back-to-back days. Played yesterday, playing today. Who do you got on the hill?
Today we're going to mix it up with some of our top 3 guys are going to be. So we got Riley Richter's going to start, and he's been our solid guy all year. And Chase Hafley's kind of our strikeout power guy, and he's going to get a chance to pitch the middle innings. And then we're going to bring Braden Chenault in at the end and just try to get him some good reps before we head into the tournaments on Saturday.
Good idea, good scenarios, and obviously again today the result doesn't matter, but you wanted to see your guys continue to crescendo. Yeah,
that's right. And we love this team because they sometimes they're a little naive that they don't really care if they're down at all. Like they like to go compete. They like to go and battle against guys, and they don't back down. So it's just another chance to go and do that.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the boys. We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
That is Ben Strand. He is the head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough baseball team, Dakota Heritage Bank, and Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, along with the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, bringing you pregame conversations on the Irie Insurance pregame show, along with Bitker Inc., as we continue to roll along here today from Hillsboro. More of our pregame show activities and conversations. We'll hear from Ada-Borup-West head coach Mike Erickson next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Polk County Public Health and Norman-Mahnomen Public Health. Together, we'd like to remind you how important yearly checkups are for children and adolescents. These visits are an excellent time for you and your child to talk to their provider about physical, mental, and sexual health or substance use. Also, don't forget to get caught up on immunizations, including your flu and COVID vaccines. Together, we can build a better future. For questions on the Child and Teen Checkups program, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's a spring sale with additional discounts on all trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. With everyday lower prices, Bloomfield Enterprises is offering additional discounts through April 30th. All trailers have spring sale discounts and price savings. Dumps, tilts, utility, equipment, and car trailers, plus goosenecks and flow aluminum trailers. Talk to Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry at 218-368-7989. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro for big spring sale discounts on trailers.
This is the Bitger Inc. pregame show, along with the Irie Insurance pregame show, IrieInsurance.com. And also, we are rolling along here with our pregame conversations as we get more from the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame show coaches' interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, dhbanknd.com. Also, River's Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead, and the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. Georgetown Agronomy working with you, the area farmer. Let's get more pregame coaches' comments. The head coach of Ada-Borup-West is Mike Erickson.
Well, Mike, today for the boys, an opportunity to get back on the field, just like Hillsboro-Central Valley. They played yesterday. You guys did as well. I don't know if I maybe used the right term. A little humbling for the boys yesterday against DGF.
Yeah, we certainly didn't play great, and DGF did play really well. So yeah, we're just talking a few strategy things. You know, their pitcher only threw 63 pitches in a complete game effort there. So you know, regardless of whatever our results were at the plate, we didn't make it very difficult for him to get us out. He didn't have to work, you know, get deep into counts and have us fight things off or things like that. So we're looking to play the game with a little more strategy today, and hopefully that can get us through the middle of the ball a little bit more, and maybe draw a few walks and some things like that.
Good game they have on the schedule. I know this one for the Burros, they're set in the 3 seed for their region. They're set. They're playing tournaments already on Saturday for your guys. A little bit longer of a season start, whatever. All part of the process. So ultimately today for both teams, it's about getting better.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a big reason why we scheduled this game. I know they like to have it as a tune-up right before their playoffs. And for us, it's a game that's 35 minutes distance between the two fields, and it's good competition. So we were just over here for a triangular for JV over the weekend too, and that was a ton of fun, and we're kind of looking forward to a similar type of result today. Have fun, get better, all that good stuff.
No doubt. You talk about it for your guys. It is about what's in between the heads and all the different things. So playing ball. Just got to go out there. It is an interesting dynamic when you talk about going from the week prior with a massive difference in scoring to what you had yesterday for the guys. I'm sure they want to get the bats going.
Yeah, definitely. And it's definitely, we're kind of bouncing back is kind of what we're looking for here. Like you said, it was pretty humbling yesterday to kind of get it taken to us, and that kind of the disappointing part yesterday was when some things didn't go our way. We didn't show a lot of perseverance through that. So we're, like I said, kind of looking to bounce back. If a couple things don't go our way, we want to still play hard and that sort of thing. So, but it's kind of up to the boys too. Well, we certainly have a few things that we're ready for practice tomorrow. Yeah, we'll play hard today, and we'll see where the chips fall.
There you go. Mike, appreciate the time. Good luck. We'll talk afterwards.
Okay, thanks, man.
That is Mike Erickson. He is the head coach of Ada-Borup-West Baseball, joining us in pregame conversations. Dakota Heritage Bank, along with River's Edge Insurance Agency, and our friends at the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, helping make those pregame conversations possible here today on yourliveevent.com, 106.5 FM KRJB, RJBroadcasting.com, and on the RJ Radio app. We'll come back, talk keys to the game. We'll get closer to our starting lineups and first pitch with Hillsboro-Central Valley and Ada-Borup-West Baseball on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
This is Kenley Walling, the Activities Director at Ada-Borup-West School. These activities wouldn't be possible without the Booster Club members and businesses who made contributions of money and time to Ada-Borup-West School. The Booster Club supports band, FFA, FCCLA, elementary football, the school library, and much more. Thanks to the Booster Club and their members for their support, and roll Cougs!
This is the Ira Insurance pregame show along with Bitker Inc. with our pregame show coverage here today with Hillsboro-Central Valley hosting Ada-Borup-West in baseball action. The Burros coming in 5-11 with the season record, 6-4 with a region point, as Coach Strand mentioned. They have the number 3 seed in the postseason, which will begin Saturday in Mayville for Region 2. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Ada-Borup-West matching up again here today. Ada-Borup-West 10-3 on the season, coming off a loss yesterday, 5-0 to DGF after last week, outscoring their opponents 45-1 in the 4 games they played. Here's an opportunity for both teams to get better today. As Coach Strand mentioned, they're going to be playing multiple pitchers here today. They're going to have that going throughout the day and have kind of a predetermined run for their pitchers. For Ada-Borup-West, they're going to try to get better today with Casper Kritzberger on the mound. Both teams looking to get things primed up for the tournament, so watch for these teams to try to work on those fundamentals and to get to those situations figured out here today, as well as some of our keys to the game here in our pregame conversation. We will come back with our starting lineups and first pitch here today as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros ready for baseball action this afternoon on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
As the seasons change, now is the time for the indoor projects with the help of Ada Building Center, LLC. Now's the time to get contractors scheduled for indoor projects and home improvements. Ada Building Center, LLC will provide the products you need. Flooring with several new styles to choose from, trim, cabinets, doors, and more. Enhance your home with indoor remodel and home improvement products from Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
The Ira Insurance and Bitker Inc. pregame show now bringing us to our starting lineups. The starting lineups are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. CrystalSugar.com and Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Woods Backween Mowers from, of course, Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk to Chuck and also talk to Joe at Ziegler Ag Equipment. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, the batting order, they're the visitors on the scoreboard. Brennan Fetting bats first, plays short. Cameron Spaeth bats second, playing center field. Austin McCraven batting third. third. In right field, Amos Facino batting fourth at second base. Baron Odden will designated hit in the 5-hole today. Lance Kritzberger playing third base and batting sixth. Batting seventh at first base, Cannon Anderson. Batting eighth in left field, Wyatt Larson. Batting ninth, pitching, Casper Kritzberger for Ada-Borup-West. Their coach is Mike Erickson, assisted by Nate McCraven and Dan Jorgensen. Cougars in the red today with gray pants, black helmets, black hats, and red bills on those caps today. For the Hillsboro-Central Valleys, the Burros, the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros wearing their gray uniforms here today. We will take a timeout. We'll come back with their starting lineups on your way next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
At American Federal Bank, we have all the tools to help you achieve financial success. This is Nick Gordon, your local ag and business banker. Are you currently looking for banking, investment, or insurance options? American Federal Bank in Ada can help. Please contact me or McKenna today at 784-7121. American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
The Bennett Holcomb Agency only sells and services crop insurance. Because each farm operation is different, John, Wayne, and Marissa strive to help you develop a cost-effective insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether it's common crops, specialty crops, livestock, or crop hail, please call or stop at the Bennett Holcomb Agency and fine-tune your risk management plan today. The Bennett Holcomb Agency, Ada and Moorhead, an equal opportunity provider.
Back into the starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company and from Ziegler Ag Equipment of Ada. And our starting lineups for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Carter Limke will play at first base, James Fortman at second, Chase Hafley as shortstop, Kyle Hafley at third base, Braden Chenault's in left field, Landon Olson in center, Alexander Duffner is in right field, Tyson Leshik will catch for the right-handed throwing Riley Richter for Hillsboro-Central Valley, coached by of course, Benjamin Strand and Kevin Locken. Burros in the gray uniforms here today with blue sleeves, Burros on the jersey tops, gray caps, blue bills. Those are starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company and Ziegler Ag Equipment. Field conditions from D&D Mowing. No job too big or too small for Dave Dahl. Thanking you for your business. 218-556-2116. Beautiful. They got everything all set up. It's dry, and also everything's been watered correctly, and we're ready to play some ball here today. And getting ready for our first pitch, brought to you by Markuson Accounting Service inside the Airvig building in Ada. 218-784-6002. Markuson Accounting Service with our first pitch. Pre-game show from Irie Insurance and Bitger Inc. Thanks. Appreciate that very much, and thanks to you for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB Radio. Kaylin back at the studios of R&J Sports with the engineering duties for today. For Ada-Borup-West, Brennan Fetting, Cameron Spaeth, Austin McCraven to bat, facing Riley Richter pitching for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And our first pitch from Markuson Accounting Service, a pitch that breaks across the plate and hangs just a little high for ball one from Riley Richter to Brennan Fetting. Shortstop today through the last inning of the game yesterday against DGF as he takes a strike from Richter. As Coach Strand mentioned in the pregame conversation, they're going to go with 3 different pitchers today. Are the Burros is a foul ball back behind home plate from Fetting, moves the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowd filing in. There's also a track and field meet happening here at the Hillsboro Sports Complex. Pitch on the way is a foul ball, and the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, leadoff batter here today, facing Riley Richter of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Richter set to deliver the offering. 1-2 is a ground ball by Fetting to short. Hafley there. He'll throw across the diamond. It's low, and it'll be a throwing error. Taking off, Fetting will have second base without an issue. A throw does come in. Sliding safely is Fetting. Fetting reaches safely on an error to shortstop and will advance to second base. And the Cougars have a runner on second, top half of the first inning, nobody out. And we'll see Cameron Spaeth come to the batter's box facing Riley Richter. Spaeth will dig in, awaits the first pitch. It's a strike, chest high, count is 0-1. Few clouds, I should say not a few, overcast as you can view on yourliveevent.com as the 0-1 pitch is fouled to the netting, and quickly 0-2 to Cameron Spaeth from Riley Richter of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Richter, efficient from the hill. No balls, 2 strikes here, top half of the first inning. Pitch on the way, and Spaeth sends it. Blooper into left field. That's going to go. They're sending Fetting. He's got a ton of speed. Brennan Fetting is on his way home. He'll stand in, scoring an RBI double as the ball does get by the catcher, and Cameron Spaeth stretches it. Ada-Borup-West on the board here in the top half of the first inning. And now a runner at third base for the Cougars and nobody out. Scoring was Brennan Fetting. And an RBI to Spaeth. Now a lefty, Austin McCraven, will face Riley Richter. Richter, the righty from the hill, will fire. First pitch is delivered. Strike one. The count is 0-1. Spaeth on at third base. Nobody out, top half of the first inning, and a Cougar lead of 1-0. Ground ball by McCraven right up the middle. Pitcher will hold the runner at third and throw McCraven out at first base. It goes 1-3 on the putout, and there's one out. Runner remains at third base. Now batting Ames Facino for Ada-Borup-West. Facino comes to bat. Right-handed batter for the Cougars. As the concessions in full effect here at the Hillsboro baseball field. Just to the west of, I should say just to the east of the Hillsboro Event Center. Track and field football setup as first pitch goes for a ball to Faustino. 1-0 is the count. Pitch on the way from Richter is a low pitch. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Burrows of Hillsboro-Central Valley falling yesterday. Ada-Borup-West also lost in their matchup yesterday. Pitch goes for a strike here from Richter. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Cameron Spaeth's on third base for Ada-Borup-West. Top half of the first inning, and there is 1 out. Cougars lead 1-0. Facino hard smash to short. Hold the runner, now throw to first. Now they're going to try to throw it home, and Spaeth is sliding in safe. So Facino hits into a 6-3 ground out, and scoring is Cameron Spaeth, and Ada-Borup-West now leads it 2-0. There are 2 outs, and the bases are empty for Ada-Borup-West. Baron Auden, the designated hitter for the Cougars, batting. Take a first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Auden, on days when he's not pitching, he went 6 innings yesterday. He will get an opportunity to get the bat going. He's had a hot bat. Most of the Cougars did a week ago as he swings and misses here, and it counts 1-0. Last week, Ada-Borup-West, as we heard yesterday, outscored their opponents last week 45-1 in their 4 games. Yesterday were shut out in a 5-0 loss to DGF. 2 balls and a strike now to Baron Auden. Digs back in. This pitch is fouled. That'll go up and over the first base dugout, occupied by the Burrows. 2 outs, top of 1, base is empty, and Baron Auden slams this one into center field. Camping out underneath it, making the catch is Landon Olson. And a fly out to center is how the Cougars will end their top half of the first inning. The Cougars scored 2 runs. They did so with just 1 hit. There was 1 error and nobody left on the base paths. We're going to the bottom of the first inning on the Lakes Community Co-op and the Tim Cazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Cougars 2, Burrows coming to bat on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Bottom of the first here in Hillsboro on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Casper Kritzberger working to Tyson Leshik, then Kyle Halfley, then Chase Halfley. The 1-2-3 for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. And the count's 1-1. Kritzberger's pitch is a ground ball that'll go foul down the third baseline. As a count moves now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of 1, Ada-Borup-West leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 2-0. And on that foul ball, Leshik comes up a little lame here and maybe took one off the leg. It's getting attended here too from Coach Ben Strand down the third base line just off the batter's box. Tyson Leshik, then Kyle Halfley, then Chase Halfley. Landon Olson bats 4th, Riley Richter, James Fortman. Batting 7th is Braden Chenault, Alex Duffner, and then Carter Limke batting 9th for the Burros. We'll set the field in a moment for Ada-Borup-West as we look forward to this one today. Cougars leading the Burros 2-0 here in the bottom half now of the first inning. Delivery from Kritzberger evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Casper Kritzberger working the hill for Ada-Borup-West. Baron Odden started yesterday. Brennan Fetting also pitched for the Cougars yesterday in their loss to DGF. Pitch high and inside from Kritzberger. Fills the count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tyson Leshik, the catcher. Where's number 5? Right-handed bat. Ground ball, third base, hops into Lance Kritzberger's belly there, but it came in and it was a screamer. That'll be a single for Tyson Leshik to lead things off with a hit. The Burros have a runner on first base in the bottom half of the first inning. Kyle Halfley will come to bat. Halfley, third baseman. Where's number 7? Halfley digs in, right side of the batter's box here for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Tyson Leshik stands on at first base. He'll take his lead. Casper Kritzberger from the hill will fire one off. This one hits the outside corner. Strike. Count is 0-1. Kyle Halfley, then Chase Halfley. The 1-2-3 with Leshik on first. Time called. Now back at it. Leshik takes his lead over at first base, and the pitch is fouled. Count is 0-2 to Kyle Halfley. Setting the field for the Cougars, Cannon Anderson's at first. Ames Facino covers second. Brennan Fetting shortstop. Lance Kritzberger at third. Wyatt Larson in left field. Cameron Spaeth in center. Austin McCraven in right field as the 0-2 swung on and missed. Now a throw down to second base. The throw from Finney was just a little offline, so we'll get a stolen base. Meanwhile, Kritzberger with a strikeout. And a runner moves from first to second base. Leshik gets the steal. Halfley. Kyle Halfley goes down on strikes. Now Chase Halfley will come to bat. 1 out. Bottom of 1. 2-0 lead for Ada-Borup-West over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Chase Halfley will face Casper Kritzberger. Leshik with the lead at second. Check swing on a high fastball. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Finishing off for Ada-Borup-West, Luke Finney is catching for Casper Kritzberger, resetting the infield and outfield for the Cougars. hit well into left field. It's going to take a one-hop. Wyatt Larson stops it. They hold the runner at third, and it's a single for Chase Halfley, and Hillsboro-Central Valley now has runners on the corners. With one out, bottom of one. And Landon Olson will come to bat. Landon Olson, the cleanup batter, and Luke Finney, the catcher, out to have a quick conversation here with pitcher Casper Kritzberger, and a quick meeting on the mound here being brought to you by our friends at Nodak Insurance, Brad Richter. For all your insurance questions, Trail County's agents with answers. Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. First pitch of the at-bat to Landon Olson. Going to be outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0 from Casper Kritzberger to Landon Olson. One out, bottom of one. Cougars lead 2-0. Burros have runners on the corners. Olson fouls this pitch just beyond the dugout. Down the first base line. Counts 1-1. Tyson Leshik at third, and Chase Halfley over at first base for the Burros with one out. Bottom of the first inning, down 2-0. Pitch comes in low. 2-1 now to Landon Olson. Casper Kritzberger from the hill will fire this one, and again comes in low. And we've got 3 balls and 1 strike to Olson. Kritzberger's pitch. Olson fouls this one off, full count. Hillsboro-Central Valley activities hosting at the Hillsboro Sports Complex. The track and field meet today. They've got the Northeast Region meet on Friday here in Hillsboro. We'll have it on yourliveevent.com. 3-2 pitch to Olson. He'll foul this one down the third baseline. Staying alive in the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base is Chase Halfley. Tyson Leshik over at third base for the Burros. There's one out in the bottom half of the first inning. 2-0 Ada-Borup-West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley. Pitch to Landon Olson is popped back, and this is going just to the right of the concession stand. We just about had a young lady, a victim of friendly fire. She was just on the outside. Now she's all right. No problem, did not get hit, but very close. 3-2, the count remains to Landon Olson. He'll ground this one up the middle, going to short. Fetting bobbles it, and everybody's safe. Landon Olson reaches safely E6. Brennan Fetting unable to hold that one, so the bases are loaded now for Hillsboro-Central Valley with one out. Trailing 2-0 in the bottom half of the first inning. Here's Riley Richter. Riley Richter, the starting pitcher today, with Landon Olson at first, Chase Halfley at second, Tyson Leshik at third. Pitch from Casper Kritzberger is high. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Next pitch, a strike. 1-1 from Kritzberger to Richter. Matchup of the pitchers here to start the ball game. 1 out, bottom of 1. Clouds starting to lighten up a little bit to the west. On the lookout for some scattered showers. Haven't had any moisture yet here in Hillsboro. 2 balls and a strike to Richter. Kritzberger delivers. Ball is popped up, and it is caught at second base by Facino for the out. There are 2 gone. Bases remain full for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Richter pop out to second. James Fortman will bat. Fortman, a winner of the Good Student Award this year, one of the weekly awards we had with RJ Broadcasting Incorporated, and Fortman digs in. Bases loaded. Bottom of 1, 2 outs. Takes a first pitch strike from Casper Kritzberger. Count is 0-1. 24 pitches now from Kritzberger in this first inning. Now 25, and a ground ball up the middle, and it's going to be picked up by Facino. He'll flip to second. They'll get the out, and the inning is over. 25 Kritzberger pitches. Fortman hits into a fielder's choice out at second base. So here in the second inning, there was 2 hits, no runs, 3 runners left stranded, 1 error in the field. We go to the now top half of the second inning on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West, after one inning complete, leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 2-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Top half of the second inning, welcoming you back here to Hillsboro on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB Radio with baseball action. Ada-Borup-West coming to bat. Riley Richter will continue to pitch for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Lance Kritzberger will lead things off for the Cougars. Kritzberger, first pitch takes a ball. The count is 1-0. The next pitch is a strike from Richter. The count is 1-1. Top of two. Ada-Borup-West a 2-0 lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley. As a ground ball, Hopper over to first base, picked up by Limke. He'll walk it over and step on the bag for the out. Lance Kritzberger ground out to first base, and there is one out here in the top half of the second inning. Ada-Borup-West leading 2-0, and Cannon Anderson will come to bat. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial broadcast booth. Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent Financial representative in Ada and in Hewlin. First pitch of the at-bat to Cannon Anderson from Riley Richter is going to go for a strike. The count is 0-1. Richter, the righty, deals another strike. Count is 0-2 to Cannon Anderson, the first baseman. Right-handed bat wears number 8. The offering, Anderson sends it into left field. Coming in and making the catch is Braden Chenault. Fly out to left is out number 2. Just like that, 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars. They'll send Wyatt Larson to bat. Senior Wyatt Larson. Where's number 4, a right-handed batter, to face Riley Richter, just 6 pitches in. Larson bloops this one over the top of a jumping Halfley at third base. It'll go into left field for a base hit. Wyatt Larson extends the inning for the Cougars with a runner on first base now in the top half of the second inning. We'll see Casper Kritzberger, the pitcher, coming to bat. Casper, lefty, will step up to the box. Gets the signs from coach down the third base line. 2 gone, top of 2. Runner on first for the Cougars is Larson. Here's Casper Kritzberger, awaits the pitch. A strike from Riley Richter. No balls and a strike to Kritzberger. Batting for the Cougars, Lance Kritzberger, his older brother, led off the inning with a ground out. No balls and a strike. Send this one, a shallow shot in the center field. Landon Olson comes in, holds up. And holding up at second base is Wyatt Larson. Back-to-back hits for Ada-Borup-West puts runners on first and second. Top of the order, Brennan Fetting. Fetting will come to bat. He reached on an error in the first, scored the first run of the game. He'll foul off the first pitch. Count is 0-1 from Riley Richter. Overcast skies here in Hillsboro, otherwise quite comfortable outside here with temperatures in the upper 60s, lower 70s here this afternoon. Popped up Stepping into the outfield grass, James Fortman at second makes the catch. A fly out to second base will retire Ada-Borup-West on just 11 Riley Richter pitches. There were 2 hits, no runs scored, 2 runners left stranded, and there were no errors in the field, as we will now go to the bottom half of the second inning. And on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 2, Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcoming you back from the Laura Tweeten broadcast booth here today in Hillsboro as our Lakes Community Co-op and Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sale scoreboard reading Ada-Borup-West 2 and Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing. Bottom half of the second inning is Hillsboro-Central Valley will come to bat. Braden Chenault, Alex Duffner, and Carter Limke to 7-8-9. Casper Kritzberger continues from the hill for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and delivers first 2 pitches, ball 1 and ball 2 to Braden Chenault. Next pitch also low, and it's quickly 3-0 to Braden Chenault. Burrows looking to get one on the base paths. They left the bases loaded to end last inning, and Kritzberger's pitch goes outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. First walk issued by either team will put Braden Chenault on at first base for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burrows. So, bottom of 2, and now batting will be Alex Duffner. Alexander Duffner wears number 21, a right-handed bat for the Burrows. Right fielder today. Duffner digs in. First pitch from Kritzberger outside, going to be a wild one. That'll advance Chenault to second base. And there's decent distance between the backstop and the catcher in Hillsboro. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 on the wild pitch. Next pitch is strike, equals the count now 1-1. A ball and a strike. Checking the runner, delivering the pitch, and well hit by Duffner into left field. That ball off of the fence in left field. They're going to give the go and send the runner around. It'll be a stand-up RBI double for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and they get on the board in the bottom half of the second inning on a big blast by Alexander Duffner. An RBI double scoring Chenault from second. And Carter Limke, the 9th batter in the order, will come to bat. Burrows trail by 1. First pitch fouled back by Limke. Count is 0-1. Runner on second base. And nobody out, bottom of 2. Pitch from Kritzberger, and it's going to be fouled. Limke fouls it off the leg. He is behind in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Cougars plated 2 in the top of the first, and now the Burrows on the board in the bottom half of the second. Pitch coming, and Limke up the middle. Seeing eye single, which will work its way into center. They'll hold the runner. Cameron Spaeth came up with a throw, and now Limke will extend it into 2. But he reaches with a single and extends it into second base. Now with runners on second and third, still nobody out. Tyson Leshik will come to bat. Leshik coming to bat, singled, and was stranded at third in the first inning. He's 1 for 1 on the day, and Leshik comes to bat. First base is open, nobody out, trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Ground ball hit too short. Fetting will scoop, throw across the diamond. Cannon Anderson was pulled off the bag. He gets back on the bag in time for the out, but a run scores. The Burros have tied the ball game. Leshik is out, 6-3. RBI coming home as Limke now moves over to third base, and Duffner was the one to score. There's one out now as first pitch of the at-bat to Kyle Hafley is a ball. It's 1-0. One out, bottom of 2. Tie game at 2-2. Pitch comes inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Hafley. Runner on third base is Carter Limke. At the plate is Kyle Hafley for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Pitch on the way from Kritzberger. Inside-out swing, and it's going to land in front of Cameron Spaeth in center field for a hit, and an RBI single for Kyle Hafley gives Hillsboro-Central Valley the lead. Hafley, RBI single scoring Limke from third base. And Chase Hafley will come to bat for Hillsboro-Central Valley with a lead now in the bottom of the second and only one out. Runner on first base. 3-2 Burro lead. Chase Hafley coming in. Casper Kritzberger has surrendered these 3 runs here in the inning. Pitch 15 is a ball outside, 1-0. Next offering, a strike. 1-1 to Hafley, the shortstop for the Burros. Pitch coming from Kritzberger, and he sends this one in the air. Hafley puts Cameron Spaeth on motion. He'll backpedal and make the catch in center field for the out. Runner will hold. There are 2 gone. Chase Hafley with a fly out to center, and Landon Olson will bat here in the bottom of the second inning with 2 gone. Landon Olson, one of the most dominant players on a football field, will be playing in Mayville State, and of course a pretty darn good rebounder on the basketball court as well. Throw the runner over to first, and sliding back safely is Kyle Hafley. Landon Olson reached on an error in the first inning. He's up now with the Burros leading 3-2 in the bottom of the second. 2 outs, runner on first. And pitch gets by the catcher. Hafley going to take off. Landon Olson sees the count 1-0. Couple of wild ones here from Casper Kritzberger in this ball game so far. Now he'll step off the mound. Calling for time. Needs a conversation as runner moved to second base. 2 outs, bottom of 2. Burros have plated 3 here in the inning and lead at 3-2. As a quick meeting in the mound right there, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine of Ada. Home of the fastest pumps in town and a car wash that'll keep your vehicle shiny. Pitch on the way, and Landon Olson fouls this one back and out of play. Moves the count even now at a ball and a strike. Burros Region 2 playoffs will begin Saturday in Mayville at Mayville State University, Scott Berry Field. Right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Kritzberger throws to first for the out, and the inning is over. 20 Casper Kritzberger pitches. Landon Olson ground out 1-3. Will retire the Burros. Here in the inning, the Burros had 1, 2, 3 hits, and they scored 3 runs. There were no errors in the field, and 1 runner was left stranded on the base paths. We're going to the top of the third now on the Golden Harvest Timcazette Seed Sales scoreboard and the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It's Hillsboro-Central Valley 3, Ada-Borup-West 2 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
I'm Madden Scunbury.
I'm confident on the field, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Tylee Johnson. I'm confident in the arena, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Welcoming you back to Hillsboro on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Coverage today also being brought to you by our friends Ryan Updahl and Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance, 701-436-5777. It is the top half of the third inning. Ada-Borup-West batting as Riley Richter will continue to pitch. He had a very light second inning. Richter coming out, facing Cameron Spaeth, who lifts this one high into the air. Center field, Olson's there to make the catch. So a fly out to center is how Cameron Spaeth will be retired on just 2 pitches, and there's one gone here in the top of the third. Hillsboro-Central Valley plated 3 runs in the second and lead Ada-Borup-West 3-2. By the way, you're tuned in to 106.5 FM KRJB, Ada, Minnesota, and YourLiveEvent.com. as we bring you baseball action with the sun trying to peek out here in Hillsboro. Hard smash to first base off the bat of Austin McCraven, and it's snagged by Carter Limke. Line drive out at first, and like that, there are 2 outs. Ames Facino will come to bat. Facino at the plate with nobody on and 2 gone, top of 3, down by a run to Riley Richter in Hillsboro-Central Valley. Pitch comes in just a tish high for a ball, 1-0. Burroughs will host a game on Thursday to wrap up the regular season. It'll be JV first, then varsity after, as an FYI. As a strike is thrown to Facino, counts 1-1. That'll be how they wrap up the regular season before the tournaments on Saturday. Ground ball to short. Halfley across the diamond for the out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 6-3 ground out. Ames Facino goes down. Just 6 pitches from Riley Richter. So just like that, we're going now to the bottom half of the third inning for Ada-Borup-West. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base after the top half of the third inning. 2.5 complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales, and also the folks at Lakes Community Co-op with our scoreboard check. It's Hillsboro-Central Valley 3, Ada-Borup-West 2 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Head on over to the website, rjbroadcasting.com, and download the digital copy of the 2024 Spring Sports Guide. It's free and available for you to download on the website, rjbroadcasting.com. You'll be able to download the free copy, digital, the Spring Sports Guide with bios, coaches' comments, also schedules and information for the spring sports seasons in our region. Check out the complete project. It's downloadable now for your device. It's at rjbroadcasting.com, the Spring Sports Guide.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
2 pitches into the at-bat with Riley Richter leading off the bottom half of the third inning for Hillsboro-Central Valley. As 2-1 is the count now to Richter from Casper Kritzberger of Ada-Borup-West. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 3-2 here in the bottom half of the third. Richter, then Fortman, then Chenault. The batting order 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup due here in this bottom half of 3. Count moves 2-2 now from Casper Kritzberger to continue to work from the hill to Riley Richter in the matchup of the pitchers. A high breaking ball that hung a little bit too much. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Richter from Kritzberger, and the offering is a strike 3 looking. Strikeout brought to you here by Mustang Seeds District Sales Manager Jay Merkins. Mustang Seeds, wishing you a safe and successful plant and growing season. Strikeout looking for Richter, and James Fortman will come to bat with 1 out now in the bottom half of the third inning. Burroughs leading 3-2 there at the plate, And James Fortman, who hit into a fielder's choice, first time at bat, will send this one high in the air, right field, foul territory coming in. Austin McCraven makes the snag as he sneaks onto the fence there in foul territory. Great catch in right field. Foul fly out is out number 2. Braden Chenault will bat. Chenault walked and scored a run in the second. He led off the second inning and now bats here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on, 2 gone, and a 3-2 lead. Pitch coming from Kritzberger. Casper's pitch left high that time, and it's 1-0. Ball and no strikes. Next offering. Ground ball up the middle, gets by Kritzberger's glove, then gets by an effort from shortstop Brennan Fetting. Would have been a long shot at getting the throw to first in time. Chenault will call that the old C&I single. Puts him on first base with 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning. And here's Alexander Duffner batting for the Burros. Duffner bats with a runner on at first and 2 outs, bottom of 3. 3-2 lead over Ada-Borup-West. And pitch, going to be outside Hopper. 1-0 to Alexander Duffner. RBI double by Duffner. He hit that one off the Baum Brothers sign in left field. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Now check the runner. Throw is offline and will trickle into center field. Cougars were there to cover. So a stolen base it'll be for Braden Chenault. Duffner sees the count even now at a ball and a strike from Kritzberger. Kritzberger from the hill. Gets the signs. Popped foul and out of play. This will hit the ditch. Duffner behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check the runner and the delivery. Swung on and missed. Duffner is down on strikes, and that is how we will close out the third inning. It goes on 14 Kritzberger pitches. Another strikeout from Mustang Seeds and District Sales Manager Jay Merkins. So we go now to the top half of the fourth, and after 3 complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard and the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, by the way, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base, no errors in the field. We go with a score. Hillsboro-Central Valley 3, Ada-Borup-West 2. Top of the fourth coming next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Top half of the fourth inning, first pitch that Baron Auden sees at the plate for Ada-Borup-West is popped up and caught by the second baseman, James Fortman, stepping into the grass in the outfield. Fly out to second is how Auden is retired, and there's 1 out already here in the top half of the fourth. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads Ada-Borup-West 3-2. Riley Richter continues from the hill. He had just 35 pitches through 3 innings. They decided to give him another one here. Lance Kritzberger bats and takes a first pitch strike. 0-1. Coach Strand is a line shot here. That's going to be Kritzberger coming up with a base hit. It'll go into the center field. Strand talked about having 3 pitchers, and, here's your 3, and here's your last inning or so, and kind of cover some middle innings ground, things of that nature. And with Riley having a low pitch count, they decided I'm going to keep him out here to start this top half of the fourth inning. And now batting, Cannon Anderson, runner on first base, and 1 out in the top of the fourth. Ada-Borup-West tying run now at first. Go-ahead run at the plate. Anderson takes a strike from Richter. The count's 0-1. Anderson flew out to left his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1 today. No balls and a strike. Check the runner. No throw. Just fake the runner back to first. Kritzberger's there. Take a strike. Taking off is Kritzberger. He will steal safely on a throw that was offline. Anderson takes his strike. Kritzberger steals second base. And so no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the 4th inning. Tying run is at second. Takes a lead. Count is 0-2 to Cannon Anderson. Pitch from Richter is a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop misplayed it. And Richter will be seeing the runners now on the corners. Now an error on a throw as they try to get to second. So 2 errors and a run scores. With 2 errors in the field. And now a tie ball game. Lance Kritzberger going to score as Cannon Anderson reached on an error. And now is standing at second base. Kritzberger scores. And the game is tied at 3. 1 out, top of 4, runner on second base. And Wyatt Larson will dig in for Ada-Borup-West. Runner at second base, as mentioned, is Cannon Anderson. Riley Richter will continue from the hill for the Burros. Home plate umpire gets reset, and we're ready. Tie ball game now, top half of the 4th. Pitch is swung on and hit well by Larson, but foul. Well out in the left field. Count is 0-1 to Wyatt Larson with Casper Kritzberger on deck for the Cougars. Go-ahead run now at second base for Ada-Borup-West. The 0-1 delivery, and Larson was swinging for the fences there and comes up empty. 0-2. There is 1 out. Runner has a lead at second. 0-2 delivery. Larson pops this one up. Shortstop. Oh, we got a little bit of miscommunication between short and second. Fortman and Halfley. Fortman ends up catching it. Wyatt Larson fly out to second, but near disaster there for the Burros with a runner on at second base. So for the Cougars, they leave that one at second right now. That stays Cannon Anderson. Casper Kritzberger, the lefty, will bat. Top half of the 4th inning. 2 outs, runner on second. Tie ball game 3-3. Ada-Borup-West and Hillsboro-Central Valley. A foul tip here from Kritzberger. Counts 0-1. No balls and a strike. Kritzberger digs back in. Pitch outside, gonna miss. Ball on a strike to Casper Kritzberger from Riley Richter. Now 12 pitches into the inning. He had 18 in the first, 11 in the second, just 6 in the 3rd inning. Ground ball, foul, right field. Counts 1-2 to Kritzberger now. Kritzberger will dig back into the box. Richter from the hill. Top of the 4th inning. Comes a delivery. Check the swing. Kritzberger is going to be tagged out. And that'll be a strikeout from Mustang Seeds to close out the top half of the 4th inning. We're going to the bottom now of the 4th. As for Ada-Borup-West, a run scores, and they did so on 1 hit. Leave a runner stranded. There were 2 errors in the field. And after 3.5, we're going to the bottom of the 4th on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West has tied the game at 3 with Hillsboro-Central Valley on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Bottom half of the fourth inning as Casper Kritzberger returns to the hill for Ada-Borup-West, and Hillsboro-Central Valley comes to bat. Carter Limke will take a first pitch ball. The count is 1-0. Limke singled, scored a run in his first plate appearance in the second. He's 1 for 1 on the day, and he'll foul off a pitch here. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ada-Borup-West plates a run in the top half of the fourth and tie the game at 3. With Hillsboro-Central Valley here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. There's a strike from Kritzberger to Limke. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laura Tweeten, Thrivent Financial Broadcast Booth. Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent representative in both Ada and Ulen. Here's a shot into right field. It's going to go foul off the bat of Limke. From Kritzberger, it's still 1-2, the count. The Linfors Insurance Agency with your in-game update. Linfors, your insurance source with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Ada, Monoman, and Fertile. As the Hillsboro-Central Valley had a 3-2 lead after they got 3 runs all in the second inning. Cougars tie it up in the top of the fourth, and there's a strikeout. Kritzberger will retire the batter Limke, and that is the 4th strikeout picked up by Ada-Borup-West pitcher Casper Kritzberger. And there is 1 out now in the bottom of the fourth. That strikeout from Mustang Seed District Sales Manager Jay Merkins and MustangSeeds.com. Find your local representative today. Inside out swing by the leadoff batter. Ground ball to second, throw to first by Facino is there for the out. That's Tyson Leshik with a ground out going for 3. So there are 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Kyle Halfley will bat. Halfley's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He struck out in the first and singled in the second his 2 plate appearances. The righty faces Casper Kritzberger. Casper, some movement on this one. It stays high for a ball. It's 1-0, the count. Pitch. That will miss for a ball. It's 2-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of 4, nobody on base. Inside out swing. It's going to be slow through the grass. Shortstop Fetting scoops it. Strong throw to first for the out. 9 pitches from Kritzberger and a 6-3 ground out will put an end to the fourth inning complete. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we are going to the top half of the fifth here in Hillsboro. On the Lakes Community Co-op and Tim Kazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West, Hillsboro-Central Valley, all tied at 3 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
Some substitutions, I should say, some position changes and updates here for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Chase Halfley, the righty, will deliver. First pitch fouled back and over the grandstand. Brennan Fetting. Count is 0-1 from Chase Halfley, who comes in from short to pitch. Riley Richter moves over from pitcher to first base as a pitch comes in high for a ball, and the count evens. So Limke moves from first base to left field. Chenault moves from left field to third. Kyle Halfley from third to short. And there is your updates with the Burrows in the field as a pitch was a 2-1, popped up by Fetting into right field, and Brennan Fetting is out. Catch made by right fielder Alexander Duffner. Fly out to right is out number 1, top half of the 5th. As it's time to get focused on this one. A tie ball game 3-3, focused in your eyes. Of course, set an appointment today with Valley Vision Clinic, Dr. Dave Solsing, and ADAS 218-784-4091. Valley Vision Clinic, getting you focused on the action. Pitch to Spaeth. That's going to be a ball. Low and actually got by the catcher, but nobody's on base. Tyson Leshik, the catcher for the Burrows. Here's Chase Halfley delivering. He's got the speed and gets a strike there to Spaeth. The count is 1-1. 1 out, nobody on base. Top half of the 5th inning. This will miss for a ball, and it's 2-1 now. Ground ball. A slow roller back to the pitcher. He'll pick it up on a hop throw to first for the out. So that's going to be Halfley over to first base. Richter snags it. So it goes 1-3 on a ground out from Cameron Spaeth, who's now 1 for 3 on the day at the plate. And there are 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. To bat, Austin McCraven. The lefty ground out and had a line drive out and is 0 for 2 at the plate. He'll face Halfley, who delivers a strike. A hard-throwing strike from Halfley. 0-1. He works quickly. Pitch coming. This pitch, a hopper, and it's 1-1. They defer, check to make sure that the ball didn't hit McCraven. Counts 1-1. Pitch coming. Inside-out swing that time. McCraven trying to turn it, and is behind now 1-2 the count. Pitch is hit well past first baseman Richter into right field. McCraven will hold up with a single. His first hit of the ball game for Austin McCraven of Ada-Borup-West. And now runner on first base with 2 down in the top half of the 5th and a tie game at 3-3. We'll see Ames Facino come to bat. Facino batting. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. An RBI came back in the first inning. Game's tied, by the way, 3-3 in the top of the 5th inning between Ada-Borup-West and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Check the runner over at first base. Everybody is safe. Quick check to first, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine of Ada, home of the fastest pumps in town. Don't forget the Pet Wash, too, is taking off, stealing second base. Ada-Borup-West's Austin McCraven slides in safely, and the count's 0-1 to Ames Facino. Facino, no balls and a strike, digs back in, checking the runner and the delivery. Breaking pitch by Halfley, and it's a strike 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ames Facino. Check the runner. Here's Halfley's pitch. Low outside, a ball 1-2. Tyson Leshik, the catcher. Chase Halfley pitching. Riley Richter's at first. James Fortman at second base. As Kyle Halfley is at shortstop. Ground ball foul. Count stays 1-2 to Facino. You've got Braden Chenault at third base. Carter Limke in left field. Landon Olson center. Alexander Duffner in right field. Chase Halfley pitching. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Facino. Checks the swing. Holds up. Counts 2-2. Pitch 17 from Hafley in the inning. Coming in relief of Riley Richter, who pitched 4 innings, allowed the 3 runs. Pitch is low, blocked by the catcher Leshik. Full count to Ames Facino. 2 outs. Top of 5, go-ahead run at second base for the Cougars. Will we see a Cougar pitching change as well? I think we might. We'll see. Pitch high. And Facino will walk to first base. So we've got runners on first and second now for Ada-Borup-West. Top of 5, 2 outs. And Baron Auden will come to bat. He is 0 for 2 today at the plate, the designated hitter. Auden hitting for the catcher, Luke Finney. Auden takes a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. The offering. Swung on and missed. Auden aggressive at the plate against Chase Hafley pitching. His first time facing Hafley. Here's the 0-2. Inside out swing, getting something on the inside and fouling it back, keeping the count alive. Hafley delivers an 0-2. Swung on, went after it in the dirt. Auden will beat it out to first base, and the bases are loaded. So Baron Auden will beat it out on a swinging third strike in the dirt. And Kritzberger will come to bat. Lance Kritzberger batting. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Tie game. Go-ahead run at third base. Hafley delivers a strike to Kritzberger, 0-1. Kritzberger singled his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Hafley will deliver this one. Swung on, foul, back to the fencing. 0-2 to Kritzberger. Hafley trying to get the Burros out of the inning. Cougars, bases loaded, 2 outs. Check swing. Ball stays in front of the catcher, Leshik. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-2. You've got McCraven at third, Facino at second, Baron Auden at first base, and Kritzberger a roller to third base. Scoop, throw across the diamond will not be there in time. Cougars have the lead. Lance Kritzberger, a seeing eye single, gets an, or I should say a infield single. Scoring McCraven from third, Facino moves to third, Auden now to second base, and the Cougars lead it 4-3 here in the top half of the 5th with 2 outs. Pitch comes in for a ball to Cannon Anderson, 1-0. Ada-Borup-West leading now here in the top of the 5th. Anderson pops this one up. Giving chase, Landon Olson's got to cover a lot of ground. He's unable to come up with it. One run scores, another run scores. Here comes Auden. And now also scoring is Lance Kritzberger, and the Cougars add 3 on a well-struck ball by Cannon Anderson. A 3 RBI double.
Now batting number 4, Wyatt Larson.
All this happening with 2 outs. It's now 7-3 Ada-Borup-West. Pitching, Hafley to Wyatt Larson. He'll take a strike, 0-1. Cougars have plated 4 runs and lead it 7-3 in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs. A strike makes it 0-2 to Wyatt Larson from Chase Hafley. Just trying to get out of the inning, and he gets a strikeout. 30 pitches from Hafley. As the Burros now will send will come to the bat, I should say, is Ada-Borup-West. Here in the inning, they score 4 runs. They get 1, 2, 3 hits. 4 runs scored. There were no errors in the field. They leave 1 stranded on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the 5th on the Lakes Community Co-op at Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sale scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 7, Hillsboro-Central Valley 3. Bottom of 5 coming away next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
cold weather holds you back from planting corn each spring, you need Hefty brand 40 Series corn. As the industry's only corn seed recommended for soils as cold as 40 degrees, our 40 Series corn is made up exclusively of hybrids with the best vigor and cold germination scores, all treated with Hefty Complete to give you maximum protection. Plus, we back up all 40 Series hybrids with a free replant policy so you can plant 40 Series corn first and plant it with confidence. Available only at Hefty Seed Company.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Get a strike to lead things off. Bottom of the fifth inning. Chase Halfley batting for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Casper Kritzberger will continue to pitch for the Cougars. Just 9 pitches in the fourth. And foul ball. This is right toward the Cougars' dugout fence. 0-2 the count to Chase Halfley, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Bottom of 5, Ada-Borup-West leading 7-3 after plating 4 runs in the top of the inning. And there's a ground ball sharp to third. Knocked down by Kritzberger. He'll pick it up. Strong throw to first is in time for the out. Beat it out with the throw. Halfley is out on a ground ball. That goes 5-3 for the putout. Strong throw across the diamond by Lance Kritzberger, and he took it on a bit of a short hop and then fired it across the diamond for the out. Nice job by Cannon Anderson to stick with it at first base as well. Here's Landon Olson batting for the Burros now. Bottom of 5, Landon Olson batting. And he'll pop this one up, hit well into right field. McCraven continues to go all the way back to the fence. It's off the fence. Landon Olson going to slide in safely with a double for the Burros bats. A double for Landon Olson. And the Burros have a runner on with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Riley Richter batting. Burros trailing by 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And Casper Kritzberger continues from the hill. Check the runner at second. And now we'll step off the mound and we'll reset. Check the runner again and deliver a pitch. Inside, check swing. I don't think it hit Richter. No. Foul ball strike, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike here. Pitch coming. That's a ball. And even the count at 1-1. Ball and a strike here. Pitch. Low. 2 balls and a strike to Riley Richter batting for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Overcast skies, but the sun trying to peek through some lighter clouds here in Hillsboro. Pitch low. Kritzberger delivers that low. It's 3-1 now to Riley Richter, who got the start pitching for the Burros today. Chase Halfley had a tough inning last inning as the Cougar bats took advantage of some opportunities and base runners as well. Time called here. Richter gets the time allotted. Landon Olson at second takes his lead. Casper Kritzberger from the hill. 3-1 delivery. Richter swings and misses here. We got a full count. Riley Richter now playing first base for the Burros after moving off the mound. Full count, 1 out. Bottom of 5, trailing by 4. Pitch inside, and Richter draws a walk. Just the second walk issued today by Casper Kritzberger. And Riley Richter will have first base. So runners on first and second now for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and we're going to get a change. James Fortman will bat, but it looks like we'll get a courtesy runner. Riley Richter is out. Tyson Sumby will be a pinch runner here. Running for Richter is Sunby is mentioned. Where's number 1? And batting will be James Fortman. He's out on a fielder's choice back in the first and then flew out in the third. He's 0 for 2 today. Still 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning, and a 7-3 lead for Ada-Borup-West over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Checking the runner, here's a pitch from Kritzberger that's high. Ball and no strikes to James Fortman. Kritzberger checks the lead runner at second, and then Fortman sends this one into center field. Cameron Spaeth makes the catch for out number 2. Throws it back into second base. Fortman with a line drive out to center is out number 2. Runners stay at first and second. And now Braden Chenault will come to bat. Chenault walked and singled, has a stolen base and a run scored today. He'll bat for the Burros here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs, runners on first and second, down 7-3 to Ada-Borup-West. Inside out swing, and that one is fouled back to the netting, 0-1. Kritzberger checks the runner at second and delivers. Swing goes to short, takes a hop, and a flip over to second will be the out. Chenault hits into a fielder's choice. The out is 6-4 at second base. 15 Casper Kritzberger pitches, and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros are out. We're going to the top half of the 6th inning. Here in the inning, there was 1 hit, no runs scored, 2 left on the base paths, no errors in the field. After 5 complete on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sales and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West 7, Hillsboro-Central Valley 3. Baseball action on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
As spring arrives, so does allergy season. Stop at Hillsboro Drug for all of your allergy medications, along with over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items, and more. Don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Remember, Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug, with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Top of the 6th inning with Ada-Borup-West and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Chase Haffley delivers 2 balls to start here to Casper Kritzberger. Then on an inside pitch, Kritzberger zips out of the way. It's 3-0 quickly to leadoff batter, bottom of the order for the Cougars, Casper Kritzberger. Top of the 6th inning, 7-3 Ada-Borup-West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley in Hillsboro this afternoon on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Haffley delivers a strike. It's now 3-1. Busy day at the complex with track and field events going on as well here in Hillsboro today as a strike fills the count to Kritzberger, 3-2. Haffley will deliver this one. And that one is a ball. And Casper Kritzberger will walk to first base. Called ball 4, and a runner on now at first base for Ada-Borup-West, and batting top of the order is Brennan Fetting. Fetting is 0 for 2, reached on an error, scored a run. Check the runner back to first, and Casper would be one to worry about with a stolen base potential. Haffley will get back to the mound and toe the rubber here with the delivery. This ball going to get by, a wild throw will advance the runner. Kritzberger advances, and the first pitch is a ball to Brennan Fetting, 1-0. Nobody out. Runner on second now for the Cougars here in the top of the 6th. Bunt attempt. Fetting will advance the runner. Hafley will throw over to first for the out. So a sacrifice. 1-3 will advance Casper Kritzberger to third base. One gone, top of 6. Ada-Borup-West leading 7-3, and we'll have a visit to the mound. We likely have a quick conversation here. Are we going to have a change at pitcher position? It doesn't appear we will. Our updates here today as a quick break in the action brought to you by Ryan Updahl. Ryan Updahl, your, of course, farmer insurance agent. Ryan Updahl in Hillsboro. Also, chance to check on things here today from Brad Richter and Trail County's Agents with Answers at Nodak Insurance Company. Nick Preston in Mayville, Brad Richter in Hillsboro. After that quick visit to the mound, showing bunt, Cameron Spaeth will hold back on it but take a strike. Counts 0-1. Runner Kritzberger over at third base. One out, top of 6. Cougars leading 7-3. Pitch. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Hold the runner with the eyes at third, and Spaeth will be out at first base. Chase Hafley with a quick 1-3 putout, retiring Spaeth. So 2 down, now top of 6. Cougars by 4, 7-3. And batting will be Austin McCraven. That for McCraven was a single. He later scored back in the 5th. Stole the base. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll step up here. Take the first pitch. And Hafley delivers a ball to McCraven. It's 1-0. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Runner on third is Casper Kritzberger. Hafley delivers outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, low. This one in the dirt. 3-0 is the count. YourLiveEvent.com with more coverage this week. And KRJB, KRJM, KKCQ Radio as well as a strike delivered. And we're going to get real busy here in the next few because of North Dakota tournaments with region tournaments. Softball, baseball. And this pitch going to get by the catcher. Ball 4, and the runner takes off with a wild one. And Casper Kritzberger will add to the Ada-Borup-West Cougar lead. Coming home on a wild pitch and a walk issued. So McCraven will walk to first. Kritzberger scores on a wild pitch. And Ames Facino will bat. Runner on first and 2 outs. And now an 8-3 Cougar lead. Cougars have gotten to Chase Hafley here in the last inning and 2/3. Hafley will deliver a pitch, a strike. Throw down to second, stolen base for McCraven once again. So now McCraven safely stealing second base. He's done that in back-to-back innings. Checked a runner and a delivery. Low to Facino. Ball and a strike. 2 gone. Top half of the 6th inning. Ada-Borup-West 8-3 leaders over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, this game for both teams, for all intensive purposes, is really just an opportunity to play solid ball clubs. Ground ball hit to short, scoop, and Hafley's throw to first is scooped by Richter at first base. Amos Facino, 6-3 and a ground out, will retire the Cougars as they go 19 Chase Hafley pitches. Here in the inning, there were no hits, 1 run scored. There was no errors in the field, and there was 1 runner left on the base paths. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and on the Lakes Community Co-op Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 8-3 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Ground ball, foul. First pitch of the at-bat from Casper Kritzberger to Alexander Duffner was a ball. Then a ground ball foul evens the count at a ball and a strike. Leading off bottom of the sixth for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Alexander Duffner, Carter Limke, Tyson Leshik. The 8-9-1 batters due up here facing Casper Kritzberger in the sixth. And it's a seeing eye single by Alexander Duffner as he going to reach safely as a ground ball between shortstop and third into left field. 3 pitches from Kritzberger, and there's Alexander Duffner over to first base. Second hit of the game for Duffner. He's 2 for 3 near the bottom of the order. It's Carter Limke, singled, then struck out. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He'll bat with a runner on first base, and nobody out, bottom of 6. And an 8-3 Cougar lead. And now they throw over to first base, and they get Duffner out at first. Caught napping. Had a lead, and the Cougars were able to get the throw over and apply the tag in time. 1 down. Bottom of the 6th, and now Limke fouls this one back. 0-1 is the count. Nice crowd showing up here today to check out the ball between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Ada-Borup-West. Ball and a strike there to Limke. The offering coming. This is a ground ball that's going to get to Fetting it short, deep in the hole. Strong throw to first. Did he get it? He got it. Cannon Anderson stretches, but what a play by Fetting at shortstop. Deep. He's able to make this strong throw across the diamond for the out. 6-3. And a web gem type play like all the other Fettings have done when at shortstop. Brennan does it too. Tyson Leshik will bat top of the order for the Burros with nobody on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch from Casper Kritzberger to Tyson Leshik is a ball, 1-0. Haven't had to really worry too much about pitch count today. May have to give a little bit of thought to that now as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning with Kritzberger continuing to pitch for the Cougars. Counts 1-1. Leshik will await the pitch as the sun shines here in Hillsboro for a moment. A strike. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 2 gone, bottom of 6. Ada-Borup-West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 8-3. And here comes the offering from the righty Kritzberger, and Leshik leans back on that one and sends it into left field for a base hit. Nice hit by Tyson Leshik, and maybe the Burros can put together some 2-out magic the way the Cougars were able to do so in the 5th. Runner on first and 2 gone. Kyle Halfley will come to bat. Halfley looking to step up to the box for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Got a pinch runner over at first. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, taking a lead there. Did not catch the number. Meanwhile, a hit to left field again for the Burros. Puts a runner on again. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Kyle Halfley with a single. Moves Leshik's runner to second base.
Now, base number 2, Chase Halfley.
And Chase Halfley will come to bat. His chance now. Burros trailing by 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, runners on first and second base. As they try to get to Casper Kritzberger late in his outing. Pitch coming. Breaking ball strike. Sweeps across. Count is 0-1 to Chase Hafley, who is 1 for 3 on the day. The 0-1 delivery is hit well into the left center gap, and Hafley's going to get this one to bounce off the fence. One run's going to come on home to score. Another run's going to come on home to score as Hillsboro-Central Valley plates 2. First run that came across was Jacob Duffner. 2 runs were plated, so let's get that on the board here for you, 8-5, and as now we've got still 2 outs and a runner on second base is Hafley. Chase Hafley, 2 RBI with a double scoring Leshik and then Hafley. That was Duffner. Jacob Duffner scored. And then Kyle Hafley scored. It's 8-5. First pitch, a strike to Landon Olson from Casper Kritzberger. The count is 0-1. Runner on second, 2 outs. With the 2-out magic here for the Burros in the bottom of the 6th. Olson fouls this pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Kritzberger from the top of the hill will send this one a ground ball, third base. Lance Kritzberger bobbles it. Throw is off the line. It's going to be a wild throw. Another run's going to come home with errors. So Landon Olson reaches on an error and then extends on an error. Hafley will score. It's a 2-run ball game, and now we'll have time called. Timeouts from Freedom Fuel and Shine and Ada and Trail County's agents with answers, Brad Richter in Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. And a conversation happening here out on the hill for Ada-Borup-West, and the Cougars looks like they're going to keep everybody. Nope, they're bringing in a change. Pitching change looks like Cameron Spaeth is coming in to pitch. We will have a timeout on the Lakes Community Co-op and also Tim Gazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Pitching change for the Cougars, leading the Burros now 8-6. Runner on second, 2 outs, bottom of 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Back after this.
Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
So we are back out of the timeout, as back at the Laura Tweeten Thrive Financial broadcast booth, as Cameron Spaeth comes in from center field to pitch. We've got Casper Kritzberger now at second base from pitcher, as a first pitch from Spaeth is going to be a strike to the batter Riley Richter. The count is 0-1. Ames Facino moves from second to third base now. I believe they've put Lance Kritzberger out in center field. We'll be able to confirm that with changes. But pitch from Spaeth goes for a ball, 1-1. Meanwhile, Hillsboro-Central Valley has a runner at second base. That's Landon Olson, and Riley Richter batting. He'll pop this one up. Underneath it, Fetting at shortstop makes the catch. The inning is over. So 1/3 of an inning for Cameron Spaeth on 3 pitches. And Richter flies out to short, and that'll retire the Burros. Burros were able to plate some runs here. Hillsboro-Central Valley gets 3 runs scored, and they do so with 4 hits. And there were 2 errors in the field. They leave 1 runner stranded as we go to the top half of the 7th inning now on the Lakes Community Co-op Tim Cazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Burros trailing. It's Ada-Borup-West 8, Hillsboro-Central Valley 6. Cougars coming to bat on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. This is 106.5 FM, KRJB, Ada, Minnesota, as we approach 6 o'clock.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you pregnant with your first baby? Be a better parent tomorrow with good advice today from a personal nurse. Nurse Family Partnership provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them, making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. Together we can build a better future.
Top of the 7th inning as we welcome you back here to the Hillsboro School and the Hillsboro Sports Complex. Baseball action on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Brody Menge batting for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Menge fouled off the first pitch he saw, and then second pitch is a ball. Braden Chenault pitching now for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as we'll reset the field for you in just a moment. As Menge will lift this one well into left field and foul. Count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Menge batting for Ada-Borup-West, then Lance Kritzberger, then Cannon Anderson are due. Chenault comes in from left field and should say he moves over to pitch. We got Carter Limke out in left field. It's going to be Riley Richter staying at first as we've got Chenault striking out Brody Menge and a Mustang Seed strikeout, Jay Merkins, Mustang Seed. So top of the 7th inning, and Lance Kritzberger batting. Ada-Borup-West leads 8-6. Kritzberger batting now against Braden Chenault for the first time. Lance 2 for 3 on the day. At the plate takes a strike, 0-1 from Braden Chenault. So you've got Riley Richter at first, James Fortman at second. Chase Hafley's now at shortstop. Kyle Hafley back to third base as a strike. 0-2 now to Kritzberger. And Carter Limke in left, Landon Olson center, Alexander Duffner in right, Tyson Leshik remains catcher. And a 3-pitch strikeout. Braden Chenault striking out Lance Kritzberger, back-to-back strikeouts. And there are 2 gone.
Now bat is number 8.
Cannon Anderson will bat for Ada-Borup-West. Anderson will bat. 3 RBI double last at bat. takes a first pitch ball from Chenault. The count is 1-0. 2 outs, top 7. Ada-Borup-West leading 8-6, and a pitch high and inside for a ball. Thank you. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Offering here from Chenault is swung on and missed. And 2-1. Again, 2 gone. Top of 7, bases empty for the Cougars, leading 8-6. Popped back. This one goes behind, or up and over the box again here, the grandstand behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Chenault with 2 gone. Ground ball up the middle. Roller scooped. Halfley throws to first. Richter stretches for the out. 6-3 ground out will retire the Cougars. 12 Chenault pitches, 2 strikeouts recorded. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base, no errors in the field. As we go now to the bottom half of the 7th on the Lakes Community Co-op Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 8, Hillsboro-Central Valley 6. On KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, Burrows needing runs to stay alive or walk-off victors in the bottom of the 7th when we come back.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner, West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Ada-Borup-West 8, Hillsboro-Central Valley 6, bottom of 7. It's James Fortman, Braden Chenault, Alexander Duffner, the 6-7-8, due to face Cameron Spaeth of Ada-Borup-West in the bottom of the 7th inning. Throws a first pitch ball to begin the at-bat to Fortman, 1-0. 0 for 3 on the day is Fortman. And he takes his strike here from Spaeth, 1-1. Cameron going to work quickly. Rocks and fires here, delivers. This pitch misses for a ball, and it's 2-1. Cougars 8, Burrows 6. Bottom of 7, strike there is delivered. 2-2 to Fortman. Again, a tuner for these two teams. Cross-state matchup and a swing and a miss. Fortman goes down on strikes. Cameron Spaeth earns a Mustang seed strikeout. From the Laura Tweet and Thriving Financial broadcast booth here today, as Braden Chenault will come to bat. Chenault bats with 1 out. Bases empty. Bottom of the 7th inning, down 2 runs. Chenault fouls one back off the backstop, 0-1. No balls and a strike here. Spaeth delivers. This is hit well up and over the glove of shortstop Brennan Fetting. He timed it and just about got it. Nonetheless, great hit by Braden Chenault. He is safe at first with a single, and the Cougars are battling here, holding on to a 2-run lead, and Alexander Duffner represents the game's tying run at the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 8-6. Cameron Spaeth pitching for Ada-Borup-West here. Casper Kritzberger went 5 2/3 of an inning today. First pitch, a strike to Duffner, 0-1. Duffner, 2 RBI double and a single in the game. He's 2 for 3 at the plate. He's got a runner at first and represents the game's tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. Spaeth throws this one in a ground ball foul. I should say foul hopper that gets back behind home plate. 0-2 now to Duffner from Spaeth. Delivers. Duffner swings on the inside. Short swing that time. Fouls it off. Stays alive. 1 out. Runner on first. Bottom of 7, 8-6 the lead. Ada-Borup-West leading Hillsboro-Central Valley. Now time is called by Duffner at the plate. Timeout in the action brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and Nodak Insurance Company. Brad Richter and Nick Preston, the agents with answers in Trail County. The 0-2 delivery from Spaeth to Duffner, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down.
Now batting number 8, Carter Lemke.
Runner at first remains Hillsboro-Central Valley's Braden Chenault, and Carter Lemke with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th represents the game's tying run at the plate for Hillsboro-Central Valley on their home field. Trailing 8-6, here's the pitch. First pitch of the at-bat, and actually it's going to get loose from the glove of catcher Luke Finney. Lemke will take a first pitch ball, and Braden Chenault will advance from first to second base on the pass ball. Chenault now at second will take his lead. The count is 0-1 to Lemke, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Spaeth delivers. Lemke fouls off the pitch. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 is the count. Tying run at the plate for the Burros in the bottom of the 7th. With 2 outs, count is 1-1. Spaeth to Lemke. Inside. It's going to miss for a ball, 2-1. Chenault at second. Lemke represents the tying run at the plate. Spaeth checks. 2-1 delivery. Lemke swings, it misses. And the Burros are down to the last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cameron Spaeth checks the runner at second. 2-2 delivery, bottom of 7. Cougars trying to hang on here in Hillsboro. Time is called by Lemke. Late time called as Spaeth was checking Chenault over at second base. We'll try again. Everybody's ready. 2-2 delivery. Spaeth to Lemke. With 2 outs, bottom of 7, fouled back to the fencing. The netting, I guess we'll call it. Count stays 2-2. Lemke 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to extend the game as he represents the game's tying run. 2-2 pitch with 2 gone, bottom of 7. Here's the delivery. Outside, stays outside for a ball. Full count. Got a payoff pitch to Carter Lemke from Cameron Spaeth. Check the runner at second base. And now Spaeth will turn off the mound and reset. Try again, 3-2 pitch to Carter Lemke, and the pitch is on the way. It's high and a base on ball. Carter Lemke earns a walk to first. And the Burros game tying run at first. And the game's winning run comes to the bat. It's Tyson Leshik. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Does have an RBI. And a big spot for Leshik. Takes a pitch outside from Spaeth. First pitch delivery is a ball, 1-0. Runners on first and second for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1-0 delivery inside. 2 balls, no strikes now. There are 2 outs. Third base is open. Go ahead run at the plate. Tying run at first for the Burros. 2 gone. Bottom of 7. Down 8-6. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses again from Spaeth inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Leshik. See if he holds off here on the 3-0 delivery. Spaeth will pitch. Strike. As Leshik held the bat back. 3-2 is the delivery now. Spaeth checking the runner at second. Now time is called by Leshik at the plate. Three and 1 the count to Leshik from Cameron Spaeth. 2 gone, bottom of 7. Game's tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate, and Leshik is hit. So that puts Braden Chenault over at third base. Carter Limke at second. Tyson Leshik, the game's winning run, is at first base now.
Number 7, Kyle Hafley.
Game's winning run is at first. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of 7. Ada-Borup-West leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 8-6 with sun trying to peek through the clouds here in Hillsboro once again. Cameron Spaeth dealing for the Cougars, and Kyle Hafley will come to bat for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Hafley with a chance to play hero today. He sends the first pitch foul over towards the bullpen out in third base left field, third base line left field. Foul ball, strike one. Count is 0-1. Game's winning run at first. Tying run at second. Bases loaded. Hafley swings and misses strike. 0-2 is the count to Hafley. Bases loaded, 2 down. Trailing by 2 for the Burros, bottom of 7. Down to the last strike. The pitch from Spaeth. Outside, gets by the catcher. 1 run's going to score. And the Cougars lead by 1. Wild pitch scores. Braden Chenault moves Carter Limke over. Runner off of first base now. Leshik to second. Scoring on a wild pitch is Braden Chenault. And then a foul ball by Hafley. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second for the Burros. Bottom of 7. 8-7 is the score. Ada-Borup-West by 1. Cameron Spaeth trying to close it out for the Cougars. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted into center field. The Cougars are there and making the catch to end the ball game. 28 pitches by Cameron Spaeth, but they hang on with a flyout by Hafley at a center to end the ball game. That was a wild finish, but both teams battled, and Ada-Borup-West hangs on here in the 7th inning. 1 run did score, as there was just one hit. 1 hit, 1 run scored, 2 runners left on the base paths. There were no errors in the field. As the final on the Lakes Community Co-op Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West 8, Hillsboro-Central Valley 7. Moves the Ada-Borup-West Cougars to 11-3 on the season, while Hillsboro-Central Valley drops to 5-12 with the loss. On KRJB Radio and YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us. Our post-game report is coming up.
Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Welcome into the postgame report on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio. The postgame report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Find them on Facebook. Licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota for your real estate needs. Eric Smart, Brandon Dahl, ready for you at Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com with our postgame report here today from Hillsboro as Ada-Borup-West defeating Hillsboro-Central Valley 8-7 in 7 innings. Our game summary as presented to you by the Benedictine Mission Court in Ada. Benedictine Mission Court with our game summary here today. Well, let's talk about the summary in this one as Ada-Borup-West, Hillsboro-Central Valley, a little bit of a battle today, to say the least. Cougars played it 2 in the first and led it 2-0. The Burros answered with 3 in the second, led it 3-2. Cougars would answer with a run, tying the game in the fourth, and then open it up in the fifth with 4 runs scored. And they score the 4 runs with 2 outs. They had another run for insurance in the 6th, but had to hang on as Hillsboro-Central Valley plated and had bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning and had runner to tie the game on at third base. They come out empty-handed as Kyle Halfley sent it out to center field. That would end the ball game. And Ada-Borup-West hangs on, moved with the win 8-7 the final. They moved to 11-3 on the year with a victory. Now Hillsboro-Central Valley drops to 5-12 with the loss. That's the game summary as presented to you by the Benedictine Mission Court in Ada, part of our Home Crown Realty postgame report here, the postgame show on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. We will have a postgame reaction here as we should have coaches join us here in the postgame report. Might even have a player join us as well, but we will be able to take a break and come back with more here in Hillsboro as the Burros fall. Ada-Borup-West earns an 8-7 victory here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Stick around. There's more to come from Hillsboro. And we come back, we will talk about our stars of the game from Peter Jacobson Construction and American Federal Bank in Ada. Stars of the game presentation is coming your way next on KRJB and yourliveevent.com following Ada-Borup-West's 8-7 victory over Hillsboro-Central Valley on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about the Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
You can see savings on eyewear from Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Now through March 31st, play Plinko to win savings on a complete pair of glasses. You'll win savings of 15, 25, or 35% off a complete pair of glasses when you visit Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. This is also a good time for you to schedule a regular eye exam with Dr. Solseng at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 218-784-4091. Don't forget, focus on saving up to 35% on glasses at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
I think so.
Let's get into our post-game report continuing from Home Crown Realty. Stars of the game are brought to you by Peter Jacobson Construction and American Federal Bank in Ada. Ada-Borup-West 8-7 winners over Hillsboro-Central Valley. And stars today, I want to go, I thought... Cannon Anderson played pretty solid ball game today, had 3 RBI, played pretty good in the field, made a couple of nice plays over at first. And I want to go with Brennan Fetting for the play he made at short, deep in the hole, and strong arm across. One of the better plays we've seen at shortstop, and just a fantastic effort. Gave a couple of stars of the game that way. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, I thought Braden Chenault played a really solid game here today from his positional move around, and then also at the plate at a couple of big hits and a couple of runs scored. Will be stars of the game here today from American Federal Bank in Ada and from our friends at Peter Jacobson Construction. Home Crown Realty post-game report continues. Let's get into post-game coaches' comments. Rivers Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead, and also Dakota Heritage Bank, DHBankND.com, with our post-game coaches' comments. Mike Erickson, head coach of Ada-Borup-West, joining us following the victory, 8-7. Had to hang on. It was a good test for both squads. You guys had to really dig today. Just your thoughts on this one. I thought kind of enjoyable myself as a spectator, but you got to work on some situationals, and guys had to perform today.
Yeah. We certainly didn't play perfectly, but we definitely played well in certain moments, and you mentioned Brendan Fetting's great play in the hole there, and it's good for us to be in some moments where we have to compete. At the end there, where they've got the winning run at second base, and we have to bear down and see what we're made of. So. Overall, I thought, like I said, I didn't think we played perfectly, but we're definitely on the right track. And a couple of big moments there, like Cannon Anderson clearing the bases with the 3 RBIs. And you think about some of the plays before that, Baron Auden strikes out on the pitch that goes to the backstop and things like that. So kind of take advantage of those miscues from the other team. And I would venture to guess that Ben would agree that his team didn't play perfectly either, and in some ways both teams kind of capitalized in certain moments. We just capitalized 1 run more.
And that you talk about that strikeout in the dirt and Barron gets to first. That was with 2 outs. And then that's how, if I recall correctly,
Correct,
that also is how then those runs all score. You open the game up on it with 2 outs. I mean, the guys had to do it with the backs against the wall.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if they're able to get an out there, instead we leave that inning with nothing. So, it could have been a way different ball game there. It's like I said, it was a good step for us in the right direction. I thought effort-wise we were a little bit better too. Like McCraven made a nice catch in foul territory. And we talked pregame. One of our pregame things we were talking about before you caught me was getting better reads from an outfield standpoint and starting to move more quickly rather than waiting to get a read and then run and read at the same time. And I caught Casper Kritzberger doing that at second base near the end too, where there's a hard line drive back to the backstop, but he's taking a couple steps towards the hole because vision-wise it looks like something that could be heading that direction. So rather than he's reacting faster is kind of what the point I'm trying to make is.
Certainly. It looked like your guys were locked in. From my vision, and I thought both teams really were focused today. It was neat to see. Yep. Casper's effort on the hill, I don't know if you had much or had intention of him going as long as he did. He had a couple of short innings. I know Coach Strand was talking about having his 3 guys go, and I know he had a shorter leash on one than others. But when Riley Richter goes in innings of 6 and 11 with a couple, that hard not to keep the guy out there. Casper, his efforts, your thoughts?
That's Casper's first start of the season, I believe. No, second start.
Okay.
Second start. But yeah, we extended him a little bit more today. We're kind of trying to figure out what we have, and we got a busy week. Casper had a great summer last year on the mound, and he's continuing it here. He's proving that he belongs at the varsity level on the mound. So I thought Casper did a great job for us. I thought there were a few moments where we could play some better defense for him. I think Jorgie had him at 19 extra pitches if we just play better defense. And, that's part of it. But, when we get weak or medium ground balls, we'd like to get an out.
Right. Boys played well, got the win, earned it today, and that's a good bounce back.
Yeah, for sure. This is good competition. We certainly had to earn things. And like I said, when we were given opportunities to take advantage of a miscue, we did. So, and that's kind of the type of mentality we want. We want to be able to hunt a fastball and make it hurt when the other team makes a mistake.
The boys earn the victory, move on. What's Thursday playing here this week?
Yeah, Thursday we've got West Marshall at home, and then Friday we're heading over to Waubun. Busy week, and then 3 games next week and playoffs after that. So it's been fun, and we certainly love coming over to Hillsboro here. Ben and all of his staff and Dave Nelson, they do a great job here, and we appreciate it.
It's a program, and there's ball, and you like to go play some good ball, so got an opportunity to do so.
Right.
Good game, Coach, to you and the team. Congrats. Fun to watch. Enjoy this one. Good luck on Thursday. Hopefully get some practice tomorrow.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe indoors, unfortunately, but we'll get something in. We'll find a way.
Very good. Appreciate that. Mike Erickson, head coach, Ada-Borup-West, joining us. Post-game report here today. Post-game coaches' comments. River's Edge Insurance and Dakota Heritage Bank. More to come on the Home Crown Realty post-game report after this on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com after the Cougars' 8-7 win over Hillsboro-Central Valley.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
We're back here on the post-game report on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio as Home Crown Realty with the post-game report. More of our post-game coaches' comments as we have Dakota Heritage Bank with the post-game coaches' comments along with Rivers Edge Insurance Agency. Let's bring in Burrows head coach Benjamin Strand following this one today, a loss 8-7 to Ada-Borup-West. Interesting ball game. Guys got some scenarios, had to play real hard. I took away, I thought you guys looked pretty focused today as a whole. Got some good pitching. Riley Richter maybe went a little longer than maybe you had originally wanted maybe, but guys played well. Tough inning in the fifth. Just your thoughts overall here, Coach.
Yeah, we're a couple mental errors away from either winning that one or having it a tie game after 7, and we really try to cut down on those and just a couple physical errors we can live with, but mental stuff is tough. Getting picked off and overthrowing our cut and letting guys run around a little bit. That's what's just going to just kill you no matter what. So we want to get that cleaned up. Our next chance is Thursday. That's our last one and before regionals, and we're hoping the guys can clean that up a little bit. But like you said, they were focused, they were locked in. The bats came alive, and so that was really good to see. But hopefully we can clean that stuff up.
Yeah, you definitely hit the ball around here today, which is good, and he took advantage of some opportunities. And then to have the chance late, I mean, it was right there still. Despite those errors, you still had a chance at the end.
And we love having Kyle up in that situation.
Yeah.
And I pulled him aside right before, and I said, this is why you play the game, right? This is why you. And he was smiling, and he got into a 2-strike and battled a little bit, put something in play, and just didn't go his way. But we'd love to have him get another chance at doing that again, because he's a senior leader on the team and puts in a lot of time for us, and hopefully in the next week or so he gets another chance like that.
No doubt. For your boys, like I said, both teams today was a good playoff tune-up, good opportunity to go out and play some scenarios, see some different things, see some good pitching on both sides. You got a chance at home Thursday, wrap up regular season, and also get a chance to recognize those seniors.
Yeah, we have 6 guys this year, and they're all they've all been around. One moved here as a sophomore, but the rest of them have been around the whole time, and good guys that you don't like to see go. Play hard, have fun, enjoy the game, like being at the field, and that's what we're hoping to build as a program, and they've done a good job. It's my second year as head, and Coach Locken's come back. This is his second year coming back, and we're trying to build that love for the game and love to be around each other and love to grind some things out. So we're hoping that those guys rubbed off on the underclassmen, and I think we have good underclassmen coming up that can kind of fill their spots too when needed. But yeah, we're gonna miss them a lot, and their attitudes and just who they are as guys.
It'll be fun to be able to send them off on Thursday on home field, and then Saturday, quick back at it, right? You got Mayville State University to host the Region 2, and what should be a very fun tournament.
Yep, absolutely. It's, pretty – the records are top-heavy right now. But I still think that, Mayport and Hatton Northwood, they play the game the right way, and they got the pitching to win on any given day. And so I think it'll be a competitive tournament again. Obviously Thompson's at the top there, and we played a close game with them, and Nelson County's number 2. We played a close game with them. We're hoping to just a mistake here or there away from winning those. So, we're hoping to play ourselves into a chance to. Almost got him at home.
Close situation as a JV.
Yeah, distracting my 88.
That's okay. It's totally fine. I'm good with it.
But we're hoping that we get another chance at those guys, and that we can make those plays and cut down on those errors so we can make a run at it.
You mentioned these teams in region, and an outsider, but I've been involved and seen enough over the last number of years. But my gosh, Region 2 is loaded.
Yeah, it's always been that way. Even when I grew up in Hatton, and so my first year on varsity was 2005, and so now we're talking 20 years now, 20 seasons.
I know.
It's a long time.
I know, man.
But it's been that way. I mean, it's how it seems like, Thompson in that time span, I think, has won 6 championships or 7 championships, something like that. And then, Mayport won at least one in there. It seems like whoever comes out of here does some damage in the tournament.
And you churn out good baseball players, so that continues in the summer. You mentioned Coach Locken too from the summer ball, and you guys have been involved and keep the kids going. Similar to Across the Diamond today with Mike Erickson leading the Babe Ruth in the summertime, and it's all part of the process. You keep kids going, keep them in the game, and develop that love. And I mean, pride in the park too. I appreciate seeing that in a pregame, but then you've got people running out from the concessions to someone playing music and having fun. It keeps the energy.
Yep, absolutely. And you got a lot of good help and people willing to make it a good experience for the kids, with their walk-up songs. And Kyle and Chase Halfley's parents do the lineups and the walk-up songs and all that, make it a fun atmosphere. And, like you said, the new concession stand, and actually something good to eat in between games.
Oh, yeah.
And what's helped that along is, I'll give a little shameless plug. You look out there, you see the Your Live event banner.
Sure.
KRJB banner out there.
Yeah.
Donations to help us get some of that stuff done. So, we've had a lot of people help us get to that point, and hopefully it keeps turning out kids that love the game.
That's what it's all about. No, it's fun, and appreciate it very much. It's good times. Good luck Thursday. Good luck with the region tournament, and we've got coverage on yourliveevent.com, so we'll look forward to it. But hey, congrats to the efforts here today. Good luck here. Just keep it rolling.
All right, appreciate it, Kevin.
Always good to see you. No luck to the Nuggets, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's go, baby.
MVP. Between him and Ant, man, this is a fun series.
It is good times.
I just really wish it wasn't. I wish it was Wolves in 4. That's what I was hoping for.
The kids keep chirping at me. So.
You got a title last year. I've been waiting for 20 years to get to this point.
Yep.
So it's all right. It's okay, man.
I'm being greedy.
I won't hate. You should be. You should be. That's fine. We'll see what's happening next week.
Sounds good.
That's head coach Ben Strand for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. More on the post-game report from Home Crown Realty after this.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Polk County Public Health and Norman Monoman Public Health. Together, we'd like to remind you how important yearly checkups are for children and adolescents. These visits are an excellent time for you and your child to talk to their provider about physical, mental, and sexual health, or substance use. Also, don't forget to get caught up on immunizations, including your flu and COVID vaccines. Together, we can build a better future. For questions on the Child and Teen Checkups program, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Alrighty, let's get back here and run down our final information for you on our post-game report on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio, Homecrown Realty with our post-game report, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. I'm going to get to that here in just a second. Here's a final score again. Hillsboro-Central Valley falling. Ada-Borup-West earns the victory here today. That one goes by way of an 8-7 win over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Ada-Borup-West earns the victory here today. Post-game connection, Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. HTC, Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability that you can trust. The post-game connection, I just think with Ada-Borup-West was that with 2 outs, fifth inning, scoring 4 runs. So that's your post-game connection. They found a way to connect the dots, get the runs across the plate, earn victory here today. Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. And Enbridge.com. Enbridge with our energy player of the game, and I'm going to go with Casper Kritzberger. I thought Casper just really 5 2/3 innings pitched, and then played really good in the field too when he was there. Solid efforts, Casper Kritzberger, Enbridge Energy player of the game from the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. RDK Enterprises in our post-game report, planterdoc.com, 701-636-2119, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, as they're here to help. RDK Enterprises with our precision player of the game, and going with that here today, I really thought one of the players that was full of precision out there was solid play by Cameron Spaeth from his play at the plate to then his play out in the field in center, and also his efforts in the relief for saving and getting the save on the hill. Cameron Spaeth will be our RDK Enterprises precision player of the game. We also want to name our high performance play from Performance Ag, and it's that you strike out in the dirt and then beat it out over to first base. Baron Aden, a high performance play that sparked the Cougars with those 2 outs and earning the victory. They get those 4 runs to plate with 2 outs in the 5th, and that's, I think, just a huge piece of the day. Let's name our super sub of the game as well. Super sub of the game from Subway and Ada, where you can always eat fresh, and I'm going to go here today with Braden Chenault. He did a nice job of taking care of business when he pitched in that 7th inning for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Braden Chenault will be our super sub of the game from Subway Ada. Buy $25 worth of Subway gift cards and receive a free 6-inch sandwich in your next visit, courtesy of Subway Ada. Subway Ada. Eat fresh with our super sub of the game presentation. From the Laura Tweeten Thriving Financial Broadcast booth here today in Hillsboro, Ada-Borup-West, an 8-7 victory on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales, and also Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard here today. Let's run down our final statistics from Christian Motors and ChristianCarsOnline.com. For Ada-Borup-West in the win, 8 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 5 runners left. It was Brennan Fetting with a run and an RBI. Cameron Spaeth had a 1-for-4 day with an RBI and a run. A walk and a run for Austin McCraven. He was 1-for-3. An RBI and a run for Ames Facino at the plate. Baron Aden scored a run. It was Lance Kritzberger, 2-for-4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. 3 RBI for Cannon Anderson. Wyatt Larson had a hit. Casper Kritzberger a hit, a walk, and a run. Casper Kritzberger earns the win. Cameron Spaeth with the save. Ada-Borup-West with the victory now moves to 11-3. Hillsboro-Central Valley, 7 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors, 10 runners left. Was Tyson Leshik, a couple of hits with a run batted in. 2-for-5 day for Kyle Halfley with a run and an RBI. 2 RBI for Chase Halfley, a couple of hits. Landon Olson was 1-for-2. Braden Chenault, 2-for-3 with a couple of runs scored. Alexander Duffner, 2-for-4 with an RBI, and Carter Limke, 1-for-3 with a walk and a run. 7 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors, 10 runners left. The losing pitcher, Chase Halfley, allowing 5 runs in 2 innings pitched. He struck out 2, walked 3, hit 1. after Riley Richter started does not factor into the decision here today. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers. At the very least, tell them thank you. Thanks to Kaylin back at the studios at KRJB. Thanks to our post-game guests as well, with Coach Mike Erickson and Benjamin Strand here for the Cougars and Burros, respectively. Ada-Borup-West 8-7 over Hillsboro-Central Valley here today in Hillsboro. From the Hillsboro Sports Complex, I'm Kevin Kochman, thanking you for joining us on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.